This is Dr. Quinlan with Quinlan Chiropractic Clinic from Coppell, Texas, and you're listening to the Dunham Business Radio Show.
Hi there, this is Lori Dunham with Dunham Business Radio. We won the 2019 Gray Bowl Show of the Year. We also got an award for community service, and I can't thank you enough for all of your support. We are on the next level, and we're going higher, and I can't do it without you, and I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, and stay tuned in.
Live from Arlington, Texas, it's the Dunham Business Radio Show. And here's your host, Lori Dunham.
Your host, Lori Dunham. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are raring to go. We've got another fantastic guest with us tonight, and we're bringing you the best of the best. But before we get started, please make sure you ping your friends and let them know that we are here, ready to go. And get ready to listen to this guy. This guy is an expert, and he is ready to share all of his secret tips. So in the meantime, while we're in the show, if you've got questions or you've got comments for our guest, drop them in the box. We would love to hear from you and engage with you. So let's just get started. And of course, we have our international guest host, co-host, I should say, from Germany. Dennis is back with us again. Hi, Dennis. Welcome back.
Hi, nice to meet you again.
It's really good to see you. I guess it's been a little while.
It's been a while.
So what have you been up to these days? What are you working on?
I'm actually doing some graphic design for Dunham Business Radio right now, and it's a lot of fun, I think, and you will see a lot of it in the next few shows, I think.
Yeah, we will. We're going to release it real soon. Yeah. So if you're out there and you need some graphic work done for your marketing, Dennis is your man. So just send us an email at DunhamBusinessRadio@gmail.com, and I'll get you guys connected so that he can create your marketing materials as well. So let's get ready. Are you ready to jump in, Dennis?
Oh, I am. I'm super excited.
Awesome. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. So let me introduce you. Tonight's guest is Howie Rattliff. He is from Fort Worth, Texas. He has a wide variety of experience with web-based tools and frameworks. He is a self-taught coder, full-stack developer, and self-proclaimed techie. I like him already. In 2018, he founded Compulabs Cloud, which provides secure cloud hosting for organizations and businesses for their websites and mobile solutions, which, by the way, he also helps to create. He is here tonight to help us make sense of the concept of cloud storage in general, and how Compulabs Cloud can help your business secure your platform. Please help me welcome to the show, Howie Rattliff. Welcome.
Hello. Thank you for having me, Lori.
Welcome to the show. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm really excited to be here, and I'm excited to talk about tech and talk about cloud hosting because it's what keeps me going. So I'm excited about it.
Excellent. You got to have something that keeps you going, that's for sure. So tell our audience a little bit, who is Howie Rattliff, and how did you get to this point before starting Compulabs?
Oh yeah, well, like you said, I'm from Fort Worth. I grew up here in Texas, and I went to school actually at TCU. It's a university here, and pretty much I studied political science and business, and I kind of was in my free time just learning coding. I picked up my first HTML book as a part-time, kind of just studying on my own. And the more I kept learning, I kept building applications. And then I started freelancing probably around about 6 or 7 years ago now. And, started building websites for people that I knew. They were looking for a website, and I kind of enjoyed building them in my free time. So, as I got into that, I decided that, I needed a solution that solved the problems that I was facing. And so that's kind of how I got into building Compulabs Cloud. And now today I'm in an actual accelerator here in Fort Worth, Tech Fort Worth, and we're trying to scale and grow our company.
So what was the problem that Compulabs Cloud had actually solved for you?
Yeah, that's a great question, because at the time I was just learning how to build websites, and this is maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. So everything was being done through a lot of coding. It was a lot of different code you had to write, and lately there's been a change to frameworks that actually speed this process up. And the problem that I was facing was that there was a lot of difficulty managing a number of different websites in one type of framework. And so Compulabs Cloud allowed me to manage a number of my clients in one type of framework. And that allowed me to build that framework in my actual platform of Compulabs Cloud into something that everyone else can use as well.
So just off the top of my head, is Compulabs Cloud similar to the concept, maybe not the same tool, but a concept of VMware?
It's not necessarily. I mean, it's actual click-through build. It is a type of platform. It's built on top of a framework like VM, but it's not exactly the same thing. Compulabs Cloud is so any type of person who's interested in design, maybe they have an ad agency, or themselves they want to just kind of drag and drop their way around to a website, they can use Compulabs Cloud to simply just kind of drag some things around, add some videos. And it also has e-com capabilities, as well as a membership feature, which really a lot of our users have been utilizing.
Wow, that's really awesome. So let's talk a little bit more about Compulabs Cloud. Who are some of your customers, and who can use it?
Yeah, well, our initial customers was the National Association for Advancement of Colored People here in Fort Worth. And they were looking for an actual application to handle complaints that were coming in around the city for different discrimination cases that were happening at the time, whether it was gender or religion or race or any other type of the issues that were happening at the time. They wanted some type of system that allowed those individuals to find the right people to handle their cases. And so it was a lot of just people calling up the offices, and they had no idea what they were even, the questions to ask at the time. So we were able to build almost a landing pages meets a Wix type of platform that allows people to build a number of landing pages, also give them a website, checkout, store, and a lot of the features that they were looking for in one platform that's affordable for anyone to pretty much fit a plan that fits them.
Wow, that's really creative. It's definitely solving a problem. And I hear something a lot from our guests, and they don't know each other, obviously. They're all different guests coming on different times, but the message is still the same, and that is, if you can start a business that can solve a problem, you're going to be successful. And so I just say it now, Howie, you have started finding a solution to a problem that a lot of people didn't even know they had until they encountered it, and you had the solution ready to go. So I just see you being very, very successful and a lot to offer to the business world.
Well, thank you, Laura. I really appreciate that. I mean, because it's really difficult, in a startup, just trying to solve a problem. But I always kind of believe, if you're looking to be successful, solving a problem and serving other people is really the key to doing that.
So you mentioned HTML. What are some other languages or code that you know?
Okay. I start off with HTML. It's an old school HTML book from 1990 something or 80. So it was an old school book.
I have one.
Yeah.
I kept it. I can code in HTML.
So I started with HTML, and of course you go to CSS, which allows you to style that HTML a little bit better. And then in terms of the harder coding, I know PHP and JavaScript, which are probably two of the more popular platforms that are being used right now. I mean, JavaScript's powering a number of the most popular apps, from Uber to to all, to Airbnb, they're all using, JavaScript frameworks, and so those two, if you can get those two, you can pretty much build any type of application you're looking to build these days.
Wow, that's really cool. I didn't know that JavaScript was on the cutting edge like that. That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Because I kind of left the programming world, IT world, right about the time that PHP and JavaScript was taken off. So I haven't been keeping up with it, but it's good to know that JavaScript is hung around and is keeping its teeth in the business world. So that's really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good to hear. Yeah, with JavaScript, I mean, I guess a couple of years ago they were just kind of an add-on, but now they're actually bringing a bridge between the number of different types of code that are doing for Android versus iOS, and JavaScript seems to be the happy place where all coders can agree on something.
And boy, that's a happy day in the picnic, right? When they can all get along. So let's talk about your equipment real quick. What kind of servers do you use for your cloud solution?
Well, I use a virtual private server right now, VPS, for my server right now, but we'll be upgrading to an actual dedicated server as we start growing. And we're actually just migrating into Amazon Web Services. That has been a really big move for us, and they have provided tons of support. So, I mean, they're doing some big things over there at Amazon. I think everyone knows that. So, so Amazon Web Service has been a good change for us.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's a really good, strong backbone. They offer a lot of infrastructure support. So that's a great move. So let me ask you, you're out there building websites and mobile applications for your clients. Why create a secure cloud hosting of your own? Why not just use someone else? What makes you different?
And that's an excellent question, because there's a lot of different types of services out there, and so what Compulabs Cloud focuses on is mainly the membership and increasing that engagement with the user. We felt like a lot of the websites we were building were just almost transactional type relationships with the customer. They came to a page, they clicked the button, and then they just kind of left. There was nothing else for them to do on that page. So with Compulabs Cloud and our membership feature, it allows the members to almost create their own social site for their company. It'll be custom branded. The people can log in, they can comment on different things, create their own wall, leave a status update, things that really will create the community to actually engage with each other. So that's where we kind of started with a lot of the community organizations and different type of organizations like Rotary clubs, people that were looking to engage more in their community on the website itself.
Huh. And so you see this as one of many ways, or a primary way for businesses to grow is to create membership sites, or is that just one of many things?
I think it's one of many things, but I think it is going to be even more important as we kind of move into this new kind of normal we're adjusting with. A lot of people were using social sites to kind of get the relationship with the customer, but I think the customer is almost getting social site fatigue at some point, where they're on every social site and they're only one click away from on some video about cats or who knows what. So they're
hey, I look at videos of cats. Now, come on now.
I hear that, but I think everyone's kind of feeling like they maybe would want to have their own site where they can have a good communication with their customer, and the customer can come back to that site and know what they're going to get and know what to expect while they're on that site.
Wow. Okay. So let's just back it up for some audience members who we kind of jumped right into tech, right? So for those who are not so techy, why don't we just break it down and explain just in general, what is cloud hosting versus something they might be familiar with?
Well, cloud hosting is a term that's been came up in the recent years, and basically what it's describing is the ability to host all your data in a location that is not in the actual physical place that you're at on your computer. It allows you to have multiple computers host information that one person can actually see on their computer. So what it does, it takes you from having to plug in a USB drive or any type of thing into your computer to share any type of document, now you can go to a virtual computer that has that document stored. And all those computers come together, make up the cloud.
So it's really cool. I'll tell you this, Howie, I'll confess a little bit. I come from the engineering background in telecommunications, a little bit of IT, well, 8 years of IT. But I'll tell you, back in when I first started, okay, companies were still having a server room, and all of their terminals were all connected to these boxes in the closet on a rack, and they were specific based on file share. So at the terminal, if you wanted an application launched, that directive in the command line would go out to that application server, bring it back and load it as a view, right? It wasn't the application wasn't on your terminal. It was still running on the machine, but it was showing on your computer, and only 2, maybe 3 people could see it at the same time. So if I had the application open and I went to lunch and I got back, I had a whole lot of people mad at me.
I can understand that.
And so it worked the same way with application server, file server. If you just needed a document, you needed something. And then there was the web server, which was the only machine that was actually connected to the internet. There was literally a 56K phone line plugged into the back of it, and one person could access it at a time because of 56K, for heaven's sake, right?
Dial up, right?
And it was, in my role, I just tell you this, my role in that particular time of my life, working in a telecommunications company, my job was to get the dial tone from the central office to that web server.
Wow. That's amazing. And that's probably it's yesterday, right? I mean, it's this tech is moving so fast. I
know, right?
Yeah.
I just imagine there'll be youngsters down the road that will go back and say, I remember when 5G first came out,
Yeah, it keeps rolling. I mean, the thing that really you're describing is really interesting, because that's almost the beginning of cloud hosting. When that first kind of started, they were just kind of seeing how does that work, and can we really scale this? And I think now when we came up with the term cloud hosting, we're saying, it's perfected. We can take all the different terminals, put it online, put a separate location in one type of place. I mean, I use Amazon Web Services. They have a massive location in Ohio, and they can pretty much host half almost a third of the country's data if they wanted to, or something of that nature. But from one location. So that's almost the what you're saying, just on steroids, essentially, is what cloud hosting truly is. Yep.
So the cord that connected the terminal at my workstation and went through the little conduit up the ceiling and over and then down into the server room, that cord has actually just been extended around the country.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's a higher, faster cord, doing fiber optics, so it's moving a lot more data. Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's where cloud computing started, and now look at us now. What kind of security is on there? Now I know Amazon Web Server, I mean, they have tons of security, but do you rely just on their security? What else do you have? Anything for logging into these membership sites?
Well, we definitely rely a lot on Amazon Web Services secure platform. They have a lot of great engineers. They make sure they're on it 24/7. But on top of that, we do have a list of plugins that we use that are checking some of the general type of malicious behavior that can happen online. And so we also back up our data for every website we build on a separate location from Amazon Web Services, just in case. I mean, Amazon Web Services does a great job. I haven't experienced anything, negative with them, but you still want to have that extra layer of security just in case. So that's kind of almost the cloud behavior that you kind of want to have, is backing things up in different locations, not relying on just one account or one storage facility. And that's definitely the practice we use here at Compulabs.
Yeah, no, that's a wonderful best practice, especially I think that's an industry best practice for sure.
Yes.
So it's good to hear that you're following that. I want to toss it over to Dennis over in Germany there. what do you think about cloud computing? I mean, the simple fact that you're in Germany, we're in Arlington, Texas, Howie's in Fort Worth, right? Are you in
Yes.
Fort Worth, Howie?
Yes, I'm in Fort Worth, Texas. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, Fort Worth. So, I mean, we're way over here, and I mean, Dennis is literally in tomorrow. You know,
He looks good too.
you know, if it weren't for Zoom, you know, how would we even be able to communicate? And Zoom servers are, goodness knows where. I don't even know where they are, but
Yeah.
they're actually hosting this right now in their data center to connect all of us. So, what do you think about that, Dennis?
It's a really, really interesting like system. It's hard. I mean, it's still hard to understand, but I really like the idea of just like uploading something. There's a backup then, and you know, you just like, what in case you like, for example, your house burns down and you like all your data's lost, and then you have a backup. You know, that's like super intelligent.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, think about it, Dennis. You do graphic arts work, right? So you spend hours and hours and hours working on this fabulous logo and design work, and you leave it on your computer, and then you have a lightning storm, and boom, it's gone. All that time, all that effort. And so what Howie's saying is, don't save it on your laptop, dude. Put it in the cloud. Let somebody else have redundant backup, extra backup space that would protect your time, your effort, and all your creativity.
Exactly.
I mean, it's totally true. So I'm always taking a backup and putting it like on the cloud, just to like make sure. I mean, when I just started like 5 minutes ago, I'm not doing it, but like if I put in like a lot of effort, like 10 of hours, you know, then I'm, you know, just not to do it again in case something happens.
Yeah. So Howie, do you just focus on websites and mobile applications, or do you do document storage as well?
Yes. We actually do document storage. That is one of the features we offer in our membership sites. So it allows the members to break up into groups, and within those groups, they can share information to each other. So it also solves a little problem we had for one of our clients that had they had a Microsoft OneDrive, they had a Google Drive, they had a Dropbox account, and you know, everyone's trying to get on which page they want to use. So they were able to use the website as the actual document storage for all the members.
Wow, that's genius. Like I said, you solve problems, you're going to be successful.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So where do you see kind of the future going with this? I mean, cloud computing is great, you know, but what other advancements do you see yourself being able to participate in?
Well, yeah. You know, right now we're just kind of focusing on building websites for our clients. The next phase is going to be, you know, it's kind of a little. I'll give you a little nugget here, but we're thinking about going forward. But we're probably going to be adding in an actual mobile application, just a one click, and they can take that exact website, and then it goes right to a website. And I mean, the actual mobile application in the iTunes store and the iOS store. So that will be a one-stop solution for your website and your mobile application. So if you change things on your web, it automatically changes to the mobile application as well.
Oh, wow. I like that. I like that because I have both.
Yeah.
And I have to keep changing both each time. And it would be great to have a one-click solution. And it's kind of like, aren't there like, and I'm off the top of my head again on this, but isn't there some solution out there that you update Facebook, for example, and all your other, like, oh, you put a post on Facebook and all your other social media sites get the same post, right?
Yeah,
it replicates out to your other apps or your other social media accounts. So it's kind of the same concept, right? You just put on your website, you make the change and out it goes to your app at the same time.
Exactly. Yeah, I think it's maybe Hootsuite you're thinking about. I think it's called Hootsuite. Maybe there's a couple of them out there, but you can just register with Facebook, and then or any other social media account, and connect up a number of different social accounts, and it makes it easier to manage, you know, the different posts you're trying to put out. it's the same type of principle.
Yeah. So I like that. A single click, boom, done. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So is your platform suitable for maybe like video communications, like or video collaboration like this?
Actually, unfortunately, we hadn't added that in just yet. We hadn't. The main thing we've done for video is integrate Facebook Live integration.
Oh.
So that's been our primary kind of thing we're hearing from our clients, and we try to listen to our clients and kind of see what their issues are. And the main thing we're asking for is we're hearing people ask for is a lot of Facebook Live integration with YouTube Live integration, so it goes directly to the website. So they're not asking all their clients that hey, you have to have a Facebook account just to see my live stream. So they want to go straight to the website and see that.
Yes, that's exactly what I want to do. You just touched on one of my pain points, wanting to, because right now, we're on Facebook Live, or we upload to Facebook. And I would love, for people who don't have a Facebook account, they can't follow us. We're kind of niched in. And so I would love a solution that just takes it from the little and just widens it right out. So we might need to talk a little bit.
Yeah, Lori, just we'll talk about that for sure.
I'm your new client.
Yeah.
Awesome. So so here's what I'd like to do, Howie. I want to have everybody have a chance to put their comments in the box and give you a chance to answer. And we're going to jump on a quick commercial break so our sponsors can say hi to everybody. But listen, if you're out there and you're interested in cloud computing and you want to know more about Compulabs Cloud and about Howie, just drop your comments in there. He's going to be monitoring that box, and ping your friends. Let them know, hey, there's something going on over here at Compulabs Cloud, and they've got a solution that could probably solve problems for, problems you didn't even know you had. So stay tuned, because we're going to be back right after this.
Assalamu alaikum. Hello guys, I'm Uthman from Morocco. You are listening to the Dunham Business Radio show.
How many times have you put off a project and end up cursing yourself for waiting until the last minute? My name is Dawn Shannon, and I work with highly motivated procrastinators. If you're tired of putting those projects on the back burner and want to finally get them off your to-do list, head on over to my website, jovistrategies.com. That's JOVI strategies.com, where you can download my free 30 Days to Done worksheet to learn how to get more done in 30 days than most people do in 90. No, really, do it now.
Hey there, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We are here at Dunham Business Radio, and I am your host, Lori Dunham. And thanks so much for pinging your friends, letting them know, and put your comments in there. We've got a great guest here with us tonight, and he is answering your questions about cloud computing, what it is, how do you use it for your business, and all the really cool stuff that is coming up in the near future in tech. But before we jump back into that interview, I want to give you a quick little announcement. If you know of a nonprofit organization that is struggling right now, trying to raise funds because they can't really fundraise, they can't go out and actually do any kind of product marketing or product selling or promotion, digital downloads are actually the safest way to fundraise right now. So what we've decided to do is relaunch my book from the Amazon days right there. Start your own Amazon store without getting hurt. I hope you can see that in the glare there. But this is now available as a digital download, and every book that's downloaded, the nonprofit organization of your choice will get 20% of the sale. So that's our way of helping out, giving back to nonprofit organizations so that they can keep doing what they do best, and that's taking care of all of us. We're all in this together. So please share the link. StartAmazonStore.com. That's www.startamazonstore.com. And you can share that link, that website, around the world. It'll download no matter where you are. And you can read about this my book, we read about my experience with actually having an Amazon store and how you can do it without getting hurt. That's really the key. So use it there if you know of a nonprofit that needs some assistance. So anyway, let's just jump back in. Super excited to have Howie Rattliff with us. He is with Compulabs Cloud, based in Fort Worth, and doing a great job telling us all about it. So I want to toss it over to Dennis real quick. Dennis, I think you have a question for Howie, right?
Yes, I do. So you've talked before the advertisement about your memberships you've got on, I think, your website. Could you sum them up, please?
You mean sum up the types of memberships we have?
Yes.
Yes. Well, the main membership we have, it can actually be customized per the client. If they have multiple levels of membership, maybe there's a junior membership, maybe there's a senior membership, that can be customized as well. But each member gets a member profile, custom member profile that they can create. It can be asking specific questions about, what their interests are, maybe a short bio. And they can upload a profile pic, of course. And then they can actually choose which groups they want to join. Those groups can be created either by the admin, as in the actual owner of the company wants to create these groups, or they could be groups created by the actual members. So it is a flexible platform, but the unifying thing is that every member gets an actual custom profile, and all the members can see the individual members and know who's in the organization. So I hope that answers your question.
It does. Thank you.
Very good. Very good. So your solution is good for customer retention management, CRM database as well?
Yes. Yes. It would be for, it wouldn't necessarily be a complete normal Salesforce type of CRM, but this is for members that are in your organization. Maybe your community organization with a list of the same type of members that come every weekly or monthly type of organization. And especially now with the whole kind of situation we're in with COVID-19, it would allow you guys to actually share documents and be in certain groups, and you won't have to necessarily meet in person to share certain documents or be able to know who's in your organization as new people are coming on and you guys can't meet in person.
Yeah, so like remote networking or remote working, not just networking, but remote working is actually a great solution for you.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, that's been the main use right now, really, for our client in terms of it's a community organization that does a lot of nonprofiting fundraising, and so basically what they actually do is they do a lot of outreach programs. They give scholarships to kids. They do a lot of feeding the homeless type of outreach programs, and so they have a problem with they had to meet every month. Everyone comes and meet, but they would have to pass around an agenda, things like that, documents that everyone needs to see. So before they were using an email to do this. So there's just a massive email thread of everyone responding back and forth. So having all the members in the actual website that allows each one to track who responded to what response and who's in what group has been really beneficial to them.
Before we had Google, in fact, when Google Drive was first launched, I was very anti-Drive. I didn't understand it, and every time I would try to log into the Drive, it was prompting me for passwords. And I'm like, I hate it. And I didn't like Google Mail. I was so anti, until I got myself some training, and until I realized, wow, this is awesome. I used to be a huge Microsoft Outlook fanatic. Like I would show everybody all the shortcuts that I had figured out and how wonderful it was. And then I went through training for Google Gmail, and man, it just turned my whole world upside down. I'm like, this is amazing. Are you kidding me? Now I know how to navigate. Now I love Drive. Now, I'm like, wow, this is great. I don't think I've opened my Outlook in like 3 years.
Yeah, I agree.
So talk about integrations. Does your cloud solution, what kind of integrations are available, if any?
Right now, we're integrating with social media, all the popular social media accounts, Facebook Live, like I mentioned, YouTube Live, like I mentioned before with the live streaming, and so that's kind of where we are right now. You know, we are still a startup. We started within 7 months ago, so we are growing. We're getting traction, and so we're definitely looking to add more integrations here in the future.
What kind of integrations would be good for you?
Well, I mean, I think the one interesting one I'm seeing, like you mentioning Zoom here, would be an interesting integration where people could actually teleconference in the platform. Because right now they can chat in the platform, but having a video chat would be a very cool integration.
Oh yeah, okay, cool. Hey, you know what? I just gave you an idea.
Yeah, Lori. I'm gonna have to give you residual on that, Lori.
Hey, let's do it. I'm down. Hey, it's all about sharing ideas, and if you get a little money, that's cool too. So what is your ideal client? Who is your perfect client? Who, you know, if you could have anybody come to you that would fit perfectly for you, who would that be?
Well, our perfect client probably would be, a community organization that has a membership around 50 to 100 members, and they're trying to figure out how to share documents, how to get everyone on the same page. Maybe they were used to meeting in some type of, a gym facility or some place where they always meet every single month. And right now they're not getting that same experience. And they're asking a lot of their members to jump on the Zoom, but a lot of times Zoom almost is giving people a little bit of anxiety too. They're not necessarily sure how to use Zoom. So a client like that would be looking to have a website plus a networking solution. They're a small community organization, around 50 members or so to 100. That would be our ideal client.
So let me just put this in practical terms for Dunham Business Radio. We have a website. It's built on Wix, for now. Yeah. And so if I used your cloud solution, what would happen to my website files? Would they be moved from Wix to your servers?
Oh, exactly, precisely. Yes, we would migrate those files over. We pretty much integrate with any type of website builder. It's not a problem migrating that over, whether it's Wix or Squarespace, some of the other popular builders out there. But we are essentially a website builder as well, but we also offer that membership on top. So we offer a website solution as well as a membership solution.
So when I move my files to your server, for example, would I still be able to update my website without any tech support or knowledge, high-end knowledge?
Yes, you will. We offer two packages. We offer one for the business owner that wants to, get in there and maybe has some past IT experience like yourself that maybe wants to get in there and won't be having a problem with the tech learning curve. But a lot of our clients that we work with now, they simply want someone else to manage it. And they don't really have the time, and it's a lot of different people in the organization. So they just are looking for kind of an independent manager of that website.
Very cool. Very cool. So it seems like it's taken a lot of time and all of your hours are spent working on this, building it, languages, and, all the things you did to bring your company up and running and still going forward. Do you ever have any time to do anything fun?
Yeah, I do find time to, in between the work, but when you're getting a startup, it is kind of a lot of labor, I'm sure you understand that, but you definitely have to have some hobbies to pass the time. So, I have a garden that I keep. I love to keep my garden and it keeps me sane sometimes when the code's not working, but I have everything from all types of things. I try to grow a lot of greens and definitely get some fruit trees going if I can. I'm located here in Texas, so it's pretty hot. So, so there's a lot of constant watering and just managing my garden, and I try to do that whenever I get some time, as well as play a little golf as well. I've played golf my whole life.
You play golf? Oh, yes, okay. Yes.
So I love to get out there and play whenever I can. So I'm always looking to get out there and play and just kind of relax.
So I've been to Topgolf before, just kind of hitting the ball off of the green there and doing very poorly.
You're out there playing. That's the point.
the more beverages you have, the better you hit.
Well, I think you learned everything you need to know about golf there.
That's That's awesome. Yeah. And as far as going out on an actual course, I will tell you the last time I did that was probably 2000 and 2000. 20 years ago at least. Oh man. And I was in Austin at the time.
Okay.
And I actually went on about golf clubs where my company was having an event, right, for all the employees. It was like a celebration thing. And so we all went out and played golf, right, round robin kind of thing. I didn't even know what that meant. I was like, get in the cart, hit the ball, you know. And I actually went on and I bought a brand new set of clubs for the event, thinking, oh, if I like it, I'm going to, you know, do it. And I literally went to that one thing and they have never been open since. And it's like, it's sad because I want to play. I've tried to go, like, spend time, like, I'm going to go on a Saturday morning, I'm going to hit some balls, put the clubs in the car, get halfway there, and I get like, I got to go to the store. Oh, I have an errand to run. Well, let me go do that first. And then before I know it, it's dark, you know, and I'm not one to hit the balls in the rain and the lightning. So, I mean, they ended up in the shed, then they ended up in the garage, and, you know, and they're still there. I would love to use them. So.
And take them out and let's play together.
Yeah,
right. Let's do it. You can give me some tips and some hints on how to get the ball in. And you know something else I do, Howie? I only play to the green. I don't play to the cup. So as long as I hit the ball onto the green, it counts.
That sounds good to me. That sounds good to me.
Well, all right. That sounds great. You're my kind of player.
Oh, yeah. You know, I go out there and have a good time. I mean, it's all about a good time.
Absolutely. And, you know, when we go, I'll have to show you my windmill trick.
Your windmill trick?
I'm really good at the windmill. I can't show you now because my camera's not, you know, wide angle enough. But man, I'll show you my windmill. You have to remind me. I'm really, really good at that.
I'll take you up on that.
I will join you all.
What?
I will join you all.
Yeah, come on.
Whenever I'm back in Texas, I will.
Come on. When you're coming back when the border's open, right? You've got plans to come back, so yeah. Yes. Me and Howie will just warm up the green for you, and then you can come over.
Sounds good.
As far as the garden, I got a garden, and you can come and take care of it. You know what I'm doing next weekend? I'm just tearing the whole thing out. Like, forget it.
What you got in there?
Right now, I've got a whole bunch of weeds. But when the weeds are not there, I have mint for days. Like I don't even use mint. The only thing I know about mint is mint juleps. You know, I don't know anything about it. And so I've got like 6 feet of mint. It's like grown 2 feet high. I have, I posted on Facebook, I had green onions, and by the time I picked them, they were almost 2 feet long.
Wow. Yeah. That's some good green onions there. I mean, you can make some mojitos or something like that. I mean, that's there you go. Now you're talking. Right.
So at the green onions, I have parsley. That's I have not tended my garden. I'm sorry. I did really good last year, but this year I've been focusing on the radio show, getting it launched into the new horizon that the next level that I just haven't done it. I have blackberry bushes that unfortunately they didn't blossom this year because I neglected them. You know, I'm very, very bad gardener. This year just did not do well. So, leave it to the show. I'm all in, 110%. Give me a garden, that's 3%. You know, I even tried to get my lawn care guy who comes and cuts my grass because I don't do that. You know, I'm not getting out there pushing the mower. But I tried to get him to come and like water my garden and tend to it. And he's like, no, I couldn't.
He's drawing the line. Huh?
I'm like, well, I don't have anybody. I'm not going to do it. Completely ridiculous. So, but thank goodness it's not, critical to running the show, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
the show is successful because I continue to dedicate into it. You know, So. Yeah, so this has been great, Howie. Thank you so much for coming on and telling us more. Is there anything else you think the audience ought to know about Compulabs Cloud?
I think we've touched a lot of things. I mean, I wanted to thank you again, for having me on the show. It's been a real pleasure meeting you and Dennis, and I think we've covered a lot of things with cloud hosting. But if anyone is interested in our services, they can please go to compulabscloud.com, and they can go ahead and schedule a call, and one of our IT consultants would love to talk with you about your business and figure out some things that would fit for you guys. And yeah, so just come on and mention that you saw us with Lori, and we'll give you a couple months of free hosting.
Oh yeah, that's right. You told me about that. Let's tell them. Yeah. So mention, when you call in, mention you heard it on Dunham Business Radio, and Howie has been so generous to offer 2 months of hosting for free. That's outstanding, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much for offering that to our audience. That's great.
Yes, I'm excited. I mean, I think everyone should come and try our system, and we believe that we're making something quality that you guys will definitely stick around with us.
So it's compulabscloud.com. Just go there, say, give me a meeting, give me a phone call, and you start there.
Yeah. There should be a schedule call button on the website, and we have a scheduler on there, and just leave your information, and in the notes section, mention that you saw us here on Dunham Business Radio, and we'll give you 2 months free hosting. Man,
that's amazing. That is so generous of you. I love it. Thank you so much. How many people are on your staff?
On my staff, I have a staff. We're a lean staff. We're just starting up. So we have a staff of 3 people right now, and we're very lean. So pretty much right now, it's when you're the business owner, you're wearing a lot of hats at the moment. But the next step of my business is learning how to take off those hats and start to build a team that really creates a lot of wealth for everyone. So yeah,
absolutely. So lean just means efficient. Lean doesn't mean skimpy. Lean means efficient. So it means more people are doing more work and being more effective. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's sometimes for your garden, you got to try to get the water. It's like, what happened?
Right on. Well, listen, when you're ready to start bringing on some folks, I have a resource. I have a network, of course. Would love to help you advertise what you're looking for, who you're looking for. I know a couple of full stack engineers and things like that could potentially be of service to you. So let me know if there's something we could do, anything we could do for you. We would love to partner with you, collaborate any way we can.
All right, that sounds great, Lori. Yeah, and if you need me back on again, I'm ready as well.
Refer people to us. We've got we've got a big strategic plan ahead of us to do some shows, and need more business owners. So call your clients. I need nonprofit organizations, and biz kids is a big need for us right now to interview the biz kids. So we'd love to have them come on. We need about 15, 16 of them. All with their own show, to have the whole hour to talk about them and what they do. So super excited to be able to do that for them, and find scholarships for them, or find industry partners like yourself. If I found a computer whiz, maybe you could be their mentor and show them around a little bit, and help them out. I don't know. Maybe there's something there.
All right, that sounds good to me. Yeah, I think we'll have some moving forward.
Yeah, not to put you in the hot seat or anything, but it's just ideas that are always bouncing around. So it's great. It's great. Dennis, do you have anything else you'd like to ask Howie before we go?
I think I've heard everything what I wanted to hear from him. It was so amazing.
Well, he's definitely created something useful, helpful. It solves a problem. And I'm super excited that you're able to come on the show today. And I'm gonna hold you to that golf game. We're gonna do something, maybe video it and say, hey, do you remember when we talked about this? We'll see how it goes. I'm looking forward to it.
That sounds good to me too. Oh yeah. Oh yes. I'll definitely plan that one.
Awesome. Well, okay, that's going to wrap it up for this particular show. Thank you again, Howie. Thank you, Dennis, for being on. Really appreciate you guys. And thank you again for tuning in. And if you have comments, remember, drop them in the box. We didn't get to the ones that are in there, but Howie's going to be monitoring the comment section over the next couple of days. So he wants to engage with you. If you want to engage with him, that's a great way, a great platform to start the conversation. Continue to go to compulabscloud.com and request a call, get a call back, talk about your business and how he can help you, integrate and collaborate with your team on a secure platform. And if you want to be a guest on the show, just send us an email to DunhamBusinessRadio@gmail.com. And remember, our book is available for nonprofit fundraising, startamazonstore.com. Every nonprofit gets 20% off the sale when it's for every purchase, is what I want to say. So thank you so much for all your support. We love and appreciate each one of you. So until next week, stay on top of the world, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the Dunham Business Radio Show. Be sure to follow us at Dunham Business Radio and check out DunhamBusinessRadio.com for more info.
I'm on top of the world, now I'm living, and the good just gets better, keeps on giving. Not even close to the end, it's just beginning. Life is getting lighter while the days are getting brighter, yeah. And it's a